Dude, this is crazy.
Hershey Kisses right now.
I just wanted 1 or 5.
Is it like a after Valentine's Day special? You just get a bag of Hershey Kisses. Do you always get a bag of Hershey Kisses at the grocery store?
Yeah. Actually, you know what the best chocolate is?
These nuts.
The Dove. Yeah. Chocolate nuts. No, the Dove chocolate. Oh, man. I could slam a bag of those. No problem.
Also, Easter's coming up in like a month.
Yep, that's true.
Easter candy, always really good. Those like bunnies, those chocolate bunnies, always really good.
Dude, no wonder why everybody like starts at the gym on January and then just goes to shit, because there's literally 2 holidays back to back that everybody just pigs out on candy.
Major chocolate holidays within 4 months of you starting your New Year's resolution.
Yeah. Good luck.
It's like they tempt you right off the bat. I mean, they want to test you immediately.
Dude, for real.
All right. It's another edition of the Way Out Here podcast presented by the Washed Up Network. If you haven't already joined our Facebook group, you have to go join. We post all of our links. We post our podcasts. We post our videos, YouTube videos there earlier than anywhere else. Make sure you go join. The link is in the description of the podcast. Make sure you join our Facebook group to get exclusive content on the pod. It's all free. All you have to do is go to Facebook and join our group on there. All right. First off, we got to talk about Tiger getting in the huge crash over the past week. Man. Broke both of his legs. Rollover crash, car accident, looked terrible. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on Tiger crashing?
Sucks, dude. That's terrible. You never want to see that go down, especially when we just had Kobe die earlier last year. You know,
dude, it gave me a little heart attack actually when I first heard of it. I was like, not again, not again.
Yep. Especially when you saw the car.
And they had to use the jaws of life to get him out.
Mm-hmm.
It was smashed. Did it say in the article like how the accident even happened? Someone blew a stop sign or something, right?
I didn't see an article on like what actually happened.
Yeah, I didn't see them actually release like the full details of what happened, but I just saw that it was deemed a full accident. Tiger wasn't drinking or anything.
Yeah, looks like ESPN posted LA County Sheriff say Tiger Woods was not drunk during crash. It was just purely an accident, it looks like.
Which is good because he did get arrested in 2017, 2018 for driving under the influence. It wasn't alcohol, but it was under the influence of like, I don't know. He was taking prescription.
Well, that's the thing that was kind of freaking me out too, was because he just had like a major back surgery 2 weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. So I thought maybe it might have been something either like related with pills or it was some sort of like alcohol thing. I don't know.
Yeah, and he's not out of the woods for that though, because those blood test results come back within like, I think it's like 1 to 2 weeks. So we're still in the time frame of like they can come back and be like he had a ton of like pain meds on him or something.
Yeah, but I mean that'd be kind of tough because he probably has been on pain meds regardless.
Yeah, true. Very true. Dude, the poor guy. I mean, like he's also like, I'm just going to say this, even though glad Tiger's okay. He might not be that good of a driver. Maybe he should pay for a driver because this is not his first accident. This is like his third.
It's not like he doesn't make enough money too to like pay.
Right?
Yeah, seriously.
Maybe we give up the driving responsibilities for Tiger. Maybe his manager should be like, hey, dude, maybe we can fork over $50,000 a year for a personal driver. I think you got it in you. You know,
I'll do
it. Yeah. Volunteer. I bet, dude, $50,000 base salary for a Tiger's driver. I guarantee he tips you every time he goes in and out of the car. You'd easily be clearing like 75, 80K. I guarantee it.
Yeah, dude. I'll take Charlie Woods to school. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Plus you're driving Tiger Woods. Like
never heard of him.
Gangster. Never heard of you.
Don't be a sweet gig if you have your pilot's license. Being a private jet pilot.
I'd hate it.
I would love it.
I'd hate it.
Why?
Oh, do you hate
knowing that I have like some famous person in my plane, and if I crash, like I'm the reason for why they died.
Well, it's not always the pilot's
when you put
fault.
it like that, it doesn't sound that desirable.
Like I'm flying Post Malone to a show and he magically dies. And it's my fault. Like,
do you guys remember when?
I guess so.
Do you guys remember when Post Malone's plane like a tire blew or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was kind of scary for a little
It
bit.
was freaky.
Yeah, there was like 2 hours where they were trying to land and like they couldn't and stuff. And I was like, oh gosh, we can't lose Post Malone.
Yeah, not Posty.
Yeah, definitely not Post. But yeah, Tiger Woods, he broke both of his legs. He had like a wrist fracture as well. So we probably won't see him at the PGA Tour this year. And then the US Open in June, which we're all going to. He's probably not going to be playing in that. Actually, for sure not playing in that.
Yeah.
Which sucks as well. But lots of other golfers going to be at the US Open. So I'm glad, some of the shine isn't going to be totally on Tiger, but it sucks we're not going to be able to see him. So guess we have to go next year and see Tiger.
Oops.
Oh, whoopsies. We get to go 2022 to a golf tournament. Is there another golf tournament on the West Coast that's not the US Open?
It just depends. Depends on where the PGA Championship is held.
That's an interesting topic. Like, obviously, we're going to the US Open this year, but I'd be interested to go to another tournament and see what it's like, even if it's at a different course. Obviously, it's not going to be at Torrey Pines, but still.
Let's see where this. I mean, this one's coming up in 2 months. You guys want to go to San Francisco?
Let's do it.
Oh wait, never mind.
Is that 2022?
I'm trying to see where the hell. Where's this at? Die. Oh, it looks like it's in South Carolina.
I guess it's North Carolina that has Pinehurst, or is that South Carolina? I think Pinehurst is in North Carolina, though. It's a beautiful course. I think the U.S. Open's been held a couple of times there. All right, switching gears a little bit. Everybody saw the picture that went viral of the new concept for the USPS truck, and boy, does it look bad.
That's goofy.
Dude, literally, someone said it at pre-show. It literally looks like Peyton Manning.
Which, I mean, if you're getting compared to this truck, you gotta like send out a PR statement or something. You gotta release a statement. You just can't let people talk about you in this way. It's bananas. Saying that you look like this UPS truck, that quite literally, we'll post it in our Facebook group, but it quite literally is one of the ugliest concepts of all time. Even if it was a regular car, it's terrible. The windshield is what, like 3 feet?
It's a 5-head.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's like a lowrider, but with an extremely stretched out top. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Also, shout out to the windshield wipers. They're going to have to be like 5 feet long. Just huge, sweeping windshield wipers.
They're just going to have somebody hired in the back that just gets on top of the thing and scrapes it off.
Probably the same guy who is Tiger's driver. They also do the USPS windshields. Oh yeah, that concept is so bad. I also saw somebody on Twitter post that if they submitted this for like a high school design, they'd probably get a D.
Oh,
and that's pretty much where we're at with it. Like if you submitted this as a art project, they'd be like definitely a C or below.
Yeah.
Hey, C's get degrees, baby.
Very true. Hey, this guy, I guarantee somebody got paid an asinine amount of money to create this concept.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody raked in 6 figures just to make this concept, which is wild.
They should be fired straight up. It's literally the grossest looking vehicle I've ever seen, and I've seen some dumb vehicles.
Well, it's not like the U.S. government has a big track record of like doing awesome things. So just chalk this up as another like
just a big old L.
What do you guys know what other mail trucks look like outside of the United States?
No, I don't.
Okay, let's do this all together. Let's look up mail trucks in Mexico.
Do they even get mail over there?
Smoke signals.
You fly.
They look like taco trucks. Gangster. I wonder if they're all. I know this is in Mexico. This is literally says USPS.
Yeah, why when we look up mail trucks Mexico, it just shows United States Postal Service.
Maybe it just send. Maybe
That's
we just
what I
send.
saw too.
What about like Canada?
It's just a beer can.
Just a big hockey stick.
They just slap the mail with a hockey stick.
I bet they do that with a newspaper. Some dude just crushing newspapers at your door.
Canadians won Post Canada Post. What the hell does that even mean?
I mean, it looks exactly like USPS though.
Yeah, but it's red.
Yeah, it's like red and weird blue. Yeah.
Yeah, red, blue racing stripes.
I mean, it makes sense for all of them to be the same. I just don't know why we all mutually agreed that this is like the best design. Because even the truck that exists now is not like a pretty looking truck. Nobody's like, oh, dude, do you see that sick mail truck out front?
Are you talking the USPS ones?
Yeah, like it's not like they're cool. And then Canada copied them, and it's like I don't know why.
That's actually kind of cool though.
I don't know. They all look the same, realistically. In here, what about Europe?
What about Australia?
They all just ship them in kangaroo.
I feel like I'm getting. It literally just looks like a like a little minivan.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably use like a minivan.
Australia Post. It actually just looks like one of those what is it? Like the BMW
like a
vans, like a jumper van.
Oh, the Sprinter van?
Sprinter van, yep.
Mm-hmm. Dope.
I don't know. This is a funny concept. What about China? What do they do for their mail?
I'm looking up Russia.
They just send it via drones. Oh, Russia. Russia, you definitely don't.
It's a tank. It's a straight up tank, bro. I'm not kidding. Look it up. This thing is a beast. They probably use this as the prisoner transport plus the mail transport.
Oh my God. This what?
Look at that. That's bulletproof.
No.
Who's coming for the mail? Bro, what?
Why is Putin getting so much mail? What?
That's
I mean, that's an insane person thing to think that you need a mail truck that looks like this.
Can you link it to me? I don't know if I'm looking at the right thing.
This is the one I got.
Look up URAL.
Ural?
Yeah,
that's a bike.
Look up Ural Truck Russia. That's what their mail trucks are.
Okay. Oh.
No way. What?
They're literally military tanks.
Yeah.
It's kick ass.
I mean, also, like, shout out to Russia for staying in like the 1940s and being like, you know what? We're just going to stick with these mail trucks. It's the ones with like the canopies in the back.
They look good.
I mean, zero innovation. They spent $0 innovating their mail system. They just have giant tanks rolling and throwing mail into your mailbox.
That's crazy.
That's amazing. All right. Next topic, we got Bobby Shmurda out of jail. When's the next track dropping, you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
Later this year.
Hopefully tomorrow. That'd be sick.
Can you imagine? He just like second day out of jail. He's like, I just dropped a new album. You're welcome.
I'm excited to hear the music
It's not like he didn't have time to work on one.
That's true. He was in jail. I could not believe when you told us pre-show, Tay, that he was in jail for 7 years.
7 years. Yep. 2014.
That's a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, it just doesn't feel like it's been that long, to be completely honest.
Dude, like and he got a ride home from Quavo. Yeah.
That's a random person to be homeboys with, but cool.
Do you guys remember when Meek Mill got out of jail and he immediately got like picked up in a private helicopter by the 76ers owner, and he was at the game like that night? He got out of jail at like noon. I forget what the 76ers owner's name is, but he owns Fanatics. And then he flew him to the game, and he sat courtside the first day he was out of jail. One of the coolest things of all time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, there's something to like celebrities getting out of jail get received like they're absolute heroes. I don't know exactly what it is, but like there's probably no better feeling than a celebrity who was like, like free Bobby Shmurda has been going on, it feels like, for the last
7
forever.
years.
Yeah, honestly. Like it trends like every other week for no reason. For absolutely
no reason.
Yep. And so he gets out of jail and now he's like super famous. He honestly might be more famous now than when he went into prison.
Potentially, yeah.
Which is hard to do. That's like a pretty hard thing to do when you haven't been on Instagram for 7 years.
Was he even around when Instagram was around?
Who?
Shmurda?
Dude, he got arrested in 2013. Yeah, he was around.
Oh, barely. Instagram was created October 6, 2010.
What do you mean?
Also, the free Bobby Shmurda the Twitter account has over 1 million followers. Just the free Bobby account.
Shit.
Yeah. So that just goes to show you how like polarizing him just being in jail was.
So dumb.
Honestly. All right, last topic we got before One Whack Thing and Thursday mailbag. Live action Fairly Odd Parents. It looks horrifying.
Yeah, I don't think like it was a great cartoon growing up. Like I loved watching it, but I don't think I'd want to see it live.
Live action just seems like I think that they, if I'm not mistaken, they already did one with Drake Bell, and it didn't go super well. So I don't know why. Is everybody just dying for a Fairly Odd Parents like reboot? Is that what's going on? Because I don't even know if kids like Fairly Odd Parents anymore.
Yeah, I think a lot of kids don't even know what it is. Because there's no way it's still airing or anything like that. I guess it is.
No
Dude,
way.
the final episode was July 26th, 2017.
Okay, that's so recent. What the hell?
First episode was March 30th, 2001.
They were going for all those years. Holy smokes.
Or the Explorer's also getting the same reboot.
I wouldn't mind seeing Dora. Come on, vamonos. Everybody, let's go.
Swiper, no swiping. Yeah, no, that's horrifying a little bit. Like 2017. That means it was going on forever, though.
16 years, yeah.
That's a while. That's a that's a while after we start watching it. Like, we probably stopped watching it. What, like sophomore, junior year of high school? So 2010, 2012, even like it went on 5 more years. yeah. Been watching.
Still watch it every Saturday morning, dude.
Yeah. How many episodes do you think 16 years of Fairly Odd Parents every day is?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Those shows were so crazy because it wasn't like
you're so
those shows were so crazy too because like SpongeBob, it's not like they came out with a new episode each week. It was every day, like new episode every.
That's what it felt like, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. So 158 episodes. It says Fairly Odd Parents through 16 years. That seems wrong.
That's probably not. They probably do that weird shit like they did with SpongeBob, where they do like
yep.
One season's like 8 years long.
Ugh.
They did, yep. So it actually first aired in September 4th, 1998. Was
98.
So the season was called Shorts, and then 10 episodes of that, and then that aired March 23rd, 2001. And then season 1 officially started March 30th, 2001.
Why do they do that?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't get that. Doug Dimmadome.
But yeah, you're right. A season aired every. Oh, it looks like they actually took like a pretty big break. It looks like.
From when?
Did Timmy Turner need a little break?
Maybe not. I guess they took like a 2-year break between 06 and 08. Then they took and they did like another 2-year break in 2011, but they had 2 movies come out in between, it looks like. So, but yeah, it was kind of like the SpongeBob thing.
Dude, shout out to Mike because he's reaching out, like Mike Stud is reaching out to like Nick Merckx right now on Twitter. They're like having a conversation. That is the collab that I want to fucking see.
Hashtag me too. Yeah, for sure.
What are they talking about? Oh,
dude, so Twitch obviously is so hard to play music on.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, that's badass, dude.
So Mike's like, dude, play my music anytime you want, and then he wants to send him chug buds and like gear and stuff. That's amazing, dude. Nick Merckx has worked with Barstool, which is cool. Like he's working with Barstool Sportsbook in that launch, which is amazing. So, dude, I love Nick Merckx so much. He's one of those just average Joe guys where you feel like you would just love to have a beer with him. You just love to sit down and talk to him.
Yeah, it seems he's a cool dude. I like him. He's funny as hell, dude.
He is really funny. He grinds his ass off too on Twitch. All right, guys.
Monster.
Yeah, he is. All right, guys. Let's move over to segments here. We got one whack thing and Thursday mailbag. Let's go to one whack thing first, and we'll finish off with Thursday mailbag this week. Maddie, you go first.
Yeah. So in the Palmswood, Queensland, so Australia, a reptile specialist was called out to an Australian's family's home when they discovered there was a snake in their pool, not in their boot, but in their pool. They ended up finding out that it was a where'd it go? Oh my God, where did it go? I literally just had this. It was an eastern brown snake, which is one of the deadliest snakes in the world, apparently.
Jeez.
Sounds about right.
Just swimming around in their pool. Yeah. Welcome to Australia.
No, thank you, mate.
That seems exactly right up Australians' alley.
Yeah. But I mean, the fact that it was like the world's most deadliest snake is kind of why I thought it was just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Dude, there are some wild things that happen in Australia. Obviously, like world's deadliest snake. Not surprised at all. But there is genuinely some scary ass animals in Australia that just nobody even. I think they're like not even. There's like species that aren't even found that scientists are like, yeah, there's like a ton in the bush or whatever they call it in Australia that will just like when they want to habitate like close to people, they will. And they take over towns and stuff like that. I think it's like mosquitoes did that like a couple of years ago in Australia. They just like took over little towns and they had to move.
What?
Like, could you imagine like a whole town moving because mosquitoes were so bad? Then they're not like regular mosquitoes that we see in the United States. They're like, I don't know, 6 inches. They're like huge.
Yeah, big mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You could punch one in the face.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Tay, your one whack thing.
Mine comes out of Philadelphia Airport. Is now introducing a mobile robot that delivers food to people inside the airport. They are starting this last week, and basically it's an app on your phone that when you're at the airport, you can order food. It'll meet you at a spot of your destination, and you just pick the food up out of this little robot that delivers it to you. So super cool. There was a note in here though that Philadelphia has had a super complicated history with robots because back in 2015, Hitchbot, a hitchhiking robot designed by Canadian researchers, had planned a tour of the United States, but it was prematurely stopped in Philadelphia because it was dismantled and damaged by unknown vandals. So they don't have a lot of faith in it.
So people in Philly destroyed this robot. And
100%.
Unforeseen circumstances was just a bunch of people destroying this robot.
When did the Eagles win the Super Bowl?
2019? Yeah.
Was it okay. Yeah. All right. I was like, well, there you go. But
that's hilarious. Yeah, 2019 was the Eagles, 2020 was the Chiefs, and then this year was the Bucks. So yeah, 2019. Do you guys remember all of the crazy ass videos? People on top of light poles.
That was probably
crazy.
That was probably the best day on Twitter I've ever had in my entire life.
Yes.
I have never seen chaos unfold like that. And it was not even bad. It was just awesome to see. Like a whole town turned upside down for a Super Bowl. And it was one of the wildest things ever.
When you see police and law enforcement genuinely give up because there's nothing that they can do, that is when you know people are having a good time. Like when it's all in good fun. And I guess I should like backtrack because we just had the Capitol riots and that wasn't all great. But if like when people are celebrating and like people, law enforcement are getting out of the way of your celebrations, you know, you're in for 12 hours of complete mayhem. And that's all I did. I think I stayed up on Twitter for like until like 4 a.m.
It was awesome.
Refreshing, watching people climb poles, watching people do crazy shit. Like it was amazing.
Oh man, it was awesome. I really just want Eagles to win Super Bowls all the time.
Is there the only other team that I want to win the Super Bowl because I think they probably party harder is the Bills.
Bills, Mafia.
I was gonna say the Bills or the Browns.
Whoa.
Yeah, the Cleveland. Yeah,
dude,
the
Cleveland?
Browns could show up a little bit.
Yeah,
I bet Cleveland because they've been
especially
so
for
tortured.
football. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the Bills are something that I think all of America could get behind, and you just see absolute chaos.
Oh, it'd be mayhem.
Absolute chaos. That's
Bills Mafia is undefeated, bro.
And you know what? It's crazy is they kind of have a chance in the next couple of years. Like they're good. They made it to the AFC Championship this year, so next year, you know, who knows what might happen, and then you have a great year and you win the Super Bowl, and you know half the Bills fans break tables. I would buy stock in any folding tables that
company.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it would boost up like GameStop out of nowhere.
It'd be a meme stock, but it'd be very profitable. I just invest in Home Depot. Home Depot would just skyrocket that week. Home Depot and Lowe's. You can take all my money that week.
Dude, that's so smart. Absolutely.
All right, I'll round it out here. My one whack thing comes out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Customs authorities in Ohio say they intercepted a shipment of cereal earlier this month with a special frosting, cocaine. So there was cocaine-coated snow or cornflakes that have been shipped from South America to a Hong Kong home, and they were going through Cincinnati, Ohio. So I don't know how they found this. Actually, I do. There was a drug dog that found these, but very smart. They looked exactly like cornflakes.
And honestly, like, who the hell eats cornflakes?
Actually, that's the first reason. That's the first reason you know.
I do.
That there's drugs going on.
Yeah, they saw it and they're like, this is sus.
Yeah. They're like, more than one box of cornflakes? What the hell?
What a psychopath.
Bro, I used to get the original, like the cornflakes that came in that white box with the rooster on the front. Yep. I don't even know if they were like off-brand cornflakes, but I would dump a bunch of that and I would take like a full cup of sugar and just dump
Why
it.
Why not just get Frosted Flakes then, you idiot?
Because I wanted to do it myself. That's why.
You saved like 12 cents a cereal box on not getting Frosted Flakes, and then you just dump the sugar.
It was worth it. Worth it every time. I got to dictate how much sugar was in it, and it was way too much.
It is not the suggested amount.
There was always like a pile of sugar at the bottom with the milk.
Oh, dude, just drinking sugar milk.
Oh,
yummy. You guys remember? Even Frosted Flakes. You would eat Frosted Flakes, and then at the bottom of the milk, you're like, dude,
wait,
look how
can you
much
say
sugar.
milk again for me?
Milk.
The best part.
It's milk.
We're saying it the same. Milk.
Didn't you say milk?
I said milk.
No. He says it
hold
weird.
on.
We're saying it the same way.
No, we're not.
Say milk.
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 You said it weird the first couple times.
I think you said it with an E. You said milk.
You know what? Bag.
You said milk.
I say bag all the time. I don't give a shit. Milk.
I say
bag.
I say bag all the time.
You know what? We're Canadian. I like when I lived in Boise, people were like, dude, you have a Canadian accent. I was like, I'm from Spokane. I guess like we just adopted Canadian language.
We're close to the north.
That's what I said. I was like, we're close enough.
It's true.
We like to go for a rip, bud.
Yeah, milk. There it is.
Milk.
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 Milk. All right. Thursday mailbag. We got a couple of questions here. Some hard hitting questions. Let's see here. Wyatt. Shout out Wyatt. He actually listens to our podcast like every week and sends me like feedback every week, basically.
Nice.
Like,
thanks,
that
Wyatt.
was so funny. Yeah. So shout out Wyatt.
Awesome.
His first question: is it disrespectful to the cook to dip your entree in sauce?
Ooh.
So like, I mean, Matt, you probably understand this more than anybody. Your dad is an actual chef.
Yeah.
And so if you dip your food in like a sauce, does that offend your dad?
If it's made with like a side sauce, no. But
So
if
he has to make the sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has to be meant for the meal.
Yeah. It has to be
okay.
meant for the meal. If there's other than like your like normal like ketchup and stuff, like for some
Right.
things. But I mean, if it's like the main meal, I would never dare even think about putting.
I have an opinion about this. Anybody that drenches their eggs in ketchup,
Psychopath.
you're gross and go home. You need to restart. That is so nasty, dude.
Take a lap,
back to bed,
reset.
wake up.
Yeah.
What? Who? Why? Like, I just can't. That's the only thing that like bugs the hell out of me is drenched eggs in ketchup.
That's it. That's just what really gets.
That's
you.
it. That's
Wow.
it. Those are my icks.
That's
I don't have any
deal
icks.
breaker.
I don't have icks. I love ketchup on my eggs.
Ugh.
What about ketchup on your macaroni and cheese?
Stop.
I don't listen.
No.
I don't like it.
Oh,
either.
okay.
Don't fucking look at me like I'm the guy. I'm
You
just
brought it
asking the
up, so I
question.
thought you were like
No,
trying to get an opinion if we're gonna disband
No.
you from the group or not.
I really am not a huge fan of ketchup. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge ketchup guy.
I'm more of like a fry sauce guy.
Fry sauce,
everybody.
ranch,
Ranch all day.
Yeah.
I
I
put
don't
ranch
really
on.
like mustard that much either. So ketchup and
Well,
mustard.
some mustard, like a little, like some mustard, honey mustard can suck my ass. I hate honey mustard. Or
Actually, that's the one mustard that I do like.
Okay, sorry, no, sorry, not honey mustard, Dijon mustard.
Oh,
That
yeah.
mustard can suck my
That's
ass.
gross, dude.
It
Honey
is
mustard's not bad.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Honey mustard is good. Normal mustard isn't bad, but Dijon, you can freaking.
Dijon's nasty, dude.
Do not like it. But again, I don't really like ketchup or mustard. I mean, I'll have them. I don't hate them both, but I just don't.
I think
It's not
good
something
in like
that-
moderations.
Yeah. I mean,
Like a
people
little
that are
bit here and
obsessed
there.
with ketchup are like weirdos.
My
People that put
grandpa.
ketchup on everything,
My grandpa.
dude.
But
Kind of, it's
Dude,
strange.
stew,
No way.
eggs.
Ugh.
Yeah, not like a. No, I wouldn't say he like drenches his like eggs and food in ketchup, but I'll never forget when I was younger. He said, "You're not a Doyle unless you like tomatoes." So you bet your ass, I started liking tomatoes real quick. But not enough to like start squirting ketchup in like stew
Oh yeah, that's
or
weird.
eggs
It's
or
not even
anything like
it's
that.
not even the same thing. That's sugar tomato versus like an actual. Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Still whatever.
Tomato,
Yeah,
Tomato.
tomato, Heinz, whatever.
tomato. What's the
Tomato,
difference?
Yeah. Nobody can tell the difference. Tomato. I still think people's taste buds are broken if they like ketchup on everything. Honestly, if you like something on everything, your taste buds have to be broken in some sort.
Or
Like
you're just
if
not
there's a
eating-
condiment that you put on everything, you're just in love with the condiment. You don't even like food.
You're not cultured. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you're just not seasoning your food right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Or you're not putting any on it at all. You're just eating bland food and just ketchuping it.
Yeah. Well, even ranch, like I like ranch, but
I
there
don't
are
like
some
it
people.
that much.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
don't
do.
like ranch to literally dip every single meal that I've ever had in ranch.
Dude,
I just
chicken
feel like-
tendies and pizza.
Ooh, pizza. I like pizza and ranch a lot.
Mm.
Pizza ranch bangs, dude.
Dude, it
Yeah.
slaps.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is
Also,
good.
like having ranch as like a side for your fries. Great.
Mhm. Yep.
I'd rather have a fry sauce.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean,
Okay, if that's on the table.
upper echelon. Sure. I mean, if you can get like a ranch fry sauce side, I mean, you're set for life.
I mean, I would honestly prefer, well, not prefer, but yeah, fry sauce. But if they don't have a fry sauce, just do ranch and ketchup, mix it together.
I mean,
like
fry
a-
sauce
pretty
is
much like a
technically
fry
just
sauce.
literally mayo and ketchup anyways, right?
For the most part.
Yeah.
Dude, you know who has really good fry sauce?
Zips.
Them and Red Robin, dude. Red Robin's campfire.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Do you know you can buy that? Yeah, you can buy the bottles of it.
Where?
Also, we, for some reason, like for a wedding this is actually kind of embarrassing. As a wedding present, one of Hannah's grandparents got us Red Robin seasoning.
Ooh.
It's
dude,
so good.
It is
So
really good.
Like extremely good. But
Yeah.
so now like we always have it. It's something that we've had for years now. So every time we run out, we go on their site and like order it from them.
It's good. It's way good.
Yeah, super good.
Could you imagine not knowing what fry sauce is though? Because fry sauce is a very like West Coast, like Northwest thing.
Is it?
There's
really?
a lot of the United States that don't know what fry sauce is.
I feel like there's like a lot of the stuff that we don't know, like down in the South and stuff.
Yeah,
gross.
yeah, it's because they suck.
we dip our fries in dirt. Oh, okay.
Dude, actually,
I'm just joking.
Garrett made us a Cajun, like, what is the other word for it? It's like Cajun,
like
sauce?
a jambalaya.
Yeah, it's like a jambalaya, and then I don't know what the other stuff was, but it was so freaking good. He made us this like Cajun meal that is straight out of Louisiana, and it was like authentic from scratch Cajun meal on Sunday. Oh my gosh. It came with like soup, and it was like dumplings, how they do dumplings different. I was, oh my God.
Might have to go to Chick-fil-A after the podcast.
They need,
I'm so hungry.
There needs to be 4 or 5 more Chick-fil-A's immediately in Spokane.
I mean, at least one more, please.
Yeah,
at least one more after that one pops. It's already popped off. It's still so busy.
Yeah, I heard that. You have to go at specific times or else.
Yeah, I went. I think was it last Thursday or the Thursday before? At like
10,
half an hour before they closed. I was in and out in like 30 minutes, or no, it was probably like 20 minutes, 15, 20.
Yeah, that's not bad actually.
Yeah, and then pulled over in a sketchy parking lot, ate my Chick-fil-A.
No better way to do that.
Loved every second of it.
Peak adulthood.
Absolutely.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, like now that I have like a manual, like it's impossible to eat and drive.
Oh,
dude. True. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll pull over.
Manual cars are probably safer to drive than automatic because you're not able to distract yourself with like your phone and food and also really.
Absolutely.
Oh, man,
am I gonna die sooner? Hopefully, yeah. Dear diary.
Dear diary. All right. Second question that we got. This comes from Shelly. Double dipping, is it acceptable?
If it's your sauce, yes.
Yes. Yeah. If
you're sharing it, absolutely yes.
I'll slap you straight.
Bring
up.
it on, dude. I'll freaking wax that ass.
There's just an internal podcast battle.
No double dipping in shared sauce.
Do you and Hannah like double dip in your shared sauce?
Well, I prefer not to, but like I don't really care that much, to be honest.
Yeah,
so I have a hybrid to this. I have a little hybrid and a suggestion for other people. If you have a fry, there's 2 sides to each fry.
Oh, touche.
You do one side, you eat it, you flip it over and dip it again. Some people call that double dipping and hate it. I call that a workaround. And I think that works.
That's respectable.
I genuinely, it's not like you're eating it, double dipping, and like your, saliva's all over it. You're switching the other
fingers.
side. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think I'd rather.
I think if
presumably
honestly,
everybody has clean hands when they're dipping, though. You know what I mean?
Presumably everybody like washed their hands before dinner.
Yes, God, just grease stains all over your hands.
That's not grease.
But it depends on what group you're with too. Like if I'm with a big group of people and some people I don't know, I'm not going to be like the ass hat that's like, I'm going to push the envelope today.
If there's if there's some like dill for dimes in there, I'll freaking double dip for them. That's the only way I'm getting some.
That's how you're connecting with girls. You're double dipping in the sauce.
Yeah, me and Susie Q just made out, over some fun.
Hey, so you dipped in that sauce. I double dipped in that sauce.
You mind if I double dip?
My gosh. What the hell?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's my take. A little hybrid version, but again, like if I'm in a big group, I'm not gonna
absolutely
push the envelope here.
But I mean,
gonna be
normally if you're in a big group though, like you have your own sauce generally.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
You know,
There's stipulations to it. Like don't be the douchebag that's double dipping or quadruple dipping his chip in the community bowl. Like if you're gonna do that, just get your own bowl and just do it yourself.
No, if you don't eat a chip in one bite, get out of my room. Get out of my house.
What if they're big chips?
I mean, with the big chip, break them in half, dude.
But what if they're big chips?
Oh, my mouth is so small. I can't handle this big chip.
Sorry, I'm not prepared with them DSLs, baby. Like I got a small mouth.
Oh my god!
This is an exit only mouth, baby.
Having those Tostitos scoops, my mouth is too small.
Okay,
we'll get you the
the bite-sized ones, the little circle ones,
little dippers.
Those are the only ones I want.
Actually, those are like those Tostitos dippers, bang! They're
so good.
Yeah,
have you had the
like
hint of lime ones?
Oh yeah,
dude.
Hint of lime is
so
top
good.
notch.
With some queso. Oh my god! I'm not leaving my house for 3 days.
Or the toilet.
Oh yeah, Matt, you're saying all this stuff and you're lactose. This just goes in one side out the other.
Now I know why I'm such a homebody. I can't leave my house because I just eat shit all the
time. You need to be within 7 feet of a toilet at all times.
Absolutely. You think it's funny, but it's true.
What happens if you go to prison ever?
It's gonna be shitty. It's gonna be a mess. That's all I'm saying.
A real shit show. Oh man. All right. That's gonna do it for our Thursday questions. Any other topics that came up this week that you guys can think of? Anything happen at work or anything interesting?
One thing I did see though, a Chicago lawmaker is proposing a bill to ban the sale of violent video games like GTA after carjacking rates rise in the city. So some like Chicago lawmaker saw that the carjacking rates were going higher, so they just blame video games.
What a waste of time.
Yeah, because that hasn't been happening since the beginning of time.
Dude, and it's like it's Chicago. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, carjackings are like the least of their concerns in Chicago.
Yeah.
How about we start keeping people alive in that city first, and then we'll worry about the cars.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
People, okay, I actually overarching, the people that believe that video games are the root cause of like evil in wherever, it actually blows my mind. How many surveys and how many studies have to go out like disbanding this like theory for them to be like, oh man, we should probably, it's some like 65-year-old boomer like lawmaker that's like, video games are bad still.
Dude, if anything, like video games has personally, like my experience has made me like understand like how deadly and powerful like firearms and stuff are.
Yeah.
And like it makes me want to learn so I can handle them properly so that nothing happens. As far as like guns go.
My thing is, dude, it's like if people are bad, people are going to be bad. Yeah. Whether or not you are exposed to violence or not, like people are either just bad or they're not. Like it's just how it is. So, I mean, if you're going to ban games, you're really not going to do much except just make it a different outlet for them to go find.
True.
Yeah. If video games aren't there, then they'll have more time to go steal cars. Like
I would definitely, if I didn't have video games, I definitely would be doing a shit ton of meth or heroin.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What a left field.
I hope the like defense attorney for this whole court case like clips our podcast and it's like, and this guy said he would be doing meth if he wasn't playing video games.
And this is my argument for keeping video games. I don't want my friends to die from meth. So
yeah, it's like an example 37. Matt Doyle said he would be doing
Spokane,
meth.
Washington, in quote said.
Oh, dude,
that is correct, Your Honor.
How long has this been going on though? Like the battle of like video games are bad. I mean, it's been going on forever, bro.
I think it always happens when like the battle's always been going on ever since like video games got very popular. And then obviously if anything bad happens, it's like the first thing to blame, like never anything else.
It's such a cop out.
They do this. They do the same thing with music. too, and movies.
Yep.
Like, remember when Eminem got a shit ton of backlash for his album, saying that it was inciting violence because his song Stan was about him kidnapping basically himself as a fan or whatever, you know.
Which, like, saying it out loud is really funny to be like, that incites violence because he kidnapped himself.
Well, yeah, you know, you had Eminem, you know, Marilyn Manson, you know, he got really big during the Columbine shooting, and he was a big face for it too. They were like, your music did it. It's like, dude, those kids are gonna be violent whether the music's there or not. Like, yeah, sure, you know, people are gonna have influence and stuff, but
it's also like how that person takes it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily the video game that incites it. It's how that person handles what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And if they think something like in a video game is like correct and they should do it, like it's not the video game.
Talk to somebody.
Yeah. Get help.
Yeah.
Seek help. Yeah. Talk to somebody.
Yeah. Don't talk to me because you'll probably end up doing that.
Not a great resource. Just a little disclaimer. All right, that's going to do it for our Thursday show. We apologize we didn't have the CTL boys on this week. We're going to have them on next week. Some scheduling conflicts, but we'll have them on next week. And then we're going to ramp up the guests here on the Way Out Here podcast moving forward. But make sure, again, join our Facebook group. Go to facebook.com. Search Way Out Here and join our private Facebook group where we drop all our YouTube links, drop all of our podcasts early, and be part of the action, especially Thursday mailbag. We get all the questions from Facebook now, but that will do it for our Thursday show. We'll be back on Tuesday.